Drain the Swamp, Mushroom Caskets, and School for Sale. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Sorry, I got an email from my therapist.
Ooh, what's it say? Let's get into it.
It says this
check your
podcast
bill.
seems to be a lot of...
I can't work with you anymore.
I'm
I need to
behind.
refer you to someone else.
The most stressful thing about my life right now is that I owe money to my therapist. I'm Ricardo Leon.
And how does that make you feel? In debt.
Poor.
Welcome, everybody, to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
I had the email thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't included. You're Ricardo Leon.
Yeah, so then I said Ricardo Leon early, I guess.
I am Bob Timmons. And we are, of course, joined by our producer and judge for this episode.
Sure.
So,
And she's joined by her sidekick, the Bell.
I guess so.
Patty the Bell.
Vanessa.
Yes.
Patty the Bell.
Jesus.
Remember that guy?
No.
There was the guy, he was a viral thing back a couple Christmas or Thanksgivings ago, and there were this Patti LaBelle pies, and he was just this guy who was reviewing her pies, and he was like, oh, like singing, I can't remember what he did, but he was like, on my own, like he would just like keep singing to the pie and stuff. Patty, you crazy for this one, Patty? Oh, and he'd like take bites of the pie and go, Patty.
I would have really enjoyed it if you were like, Patty, you remember that? No. And then we just
moved on. Well, we never really heard your name,
Vanessa.
Miss Vanessa.
So I did hear it correctly.
Welcome.
Sorry, you want us to riff on your name too?
Nope.
Vanessa!
You crazy for this one, Vanessa?
Do you have any baked goods?
No.
Do you have any marmalade?
Well, it sounds like she might have. But...
She might have. She didn't say no.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, in the absence of marmalade, what do we have before we get into round one? Because we're always struggling to come up
We
with
are
something.
struggling. Fuck, I didn't have anything.
Huh.
What's your favorite baked good? I know this is a question. We usually do questions at
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But-
I like tart stuff. So like a turnover with some cherry or raspberry or something inside. Patty!
There's no baked good I don't really like. I mean, a cookie,
a baked good I didn't like.
a cookie, sugar cookie, or
Not
a
for me.
brownie.
So my mom like is known for her brownies, even though she just uses the box. She just makes them better for some
I
reason.
never had one of your mom's brownies. Why?
You absolutely have.
I would remember this.
They've been around all
I guess
this
you
time,
weren't too
a lot.
impressed.
But I mean, they're good. They're really, really good. But they're the kind that come in the box, and then other people make them from the box, and they can't make them the way that she makes them. And they're like, she doesn't do
No
anything.
one makes it like my mom.
She just follows the recipe. You know what I mean? Or just I don't know what it is about
She
the way
does
she
this
makes
crazy
it.
thing where she follows the recipe on the box.
Well, anyways, so like brownies, not my favorite because they're just so ubiquitous in my life.
And your mom's name is Duncan Hines, right?
Donkin.
Duncan.
She was
It's
formerly
Betty
Dunkin'
Bing.
Donuts.
Betty.
Betty Hines.
Betty Hines.
Mrs. Crocker.
Nee Crocker.
Mini Crocker.
Ricardo Crocker. Let's see. Baked goods. I enjoy most pies,
Hell yeah, bro.
most cakes.
I like most pies.
I really like. I'm a man of. I enjoy cake. You know what I'm saying?
I love cake too.
Hefty cake.
Oh, okay. This is a question.
I also enjoy like pastries, like Asian pastries.
Okay.
So if you go to the Asian bakery, you know you'll find
Tell
a lot of
them Robert
familiar.
sent you.
And I'll go, huh? But you know it's a lot of familiar stuff, but usually Asian baked goods aren't as sweet, which I like. You know, it's not so sugary. And they use, obviously, some unique Asian stuff like red bean or matcha or, you know, pandan, things like that.
Origami.
Fucking racist motherfucker. Well, y'all use those noodles in there or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really tasty. Like even the cakes, like if you get like a specially made cake, it's the same deal. It's like not
Not
overly sweet, and it's really good. So try it if you find an Asian bakery.
Do you like cake, Rick?
Not really. Kind of. I don't like frosting usually.
I was gonna ask.
I mean, unless it's like good frosting is good.
What's
like,
the best frosting? What's the good frosting?
I don't know. It's like someone makes it. You know what I mean? It's not like the
From
kind
the can.
From the can.
No, it's not
Like
from
my
the
mom.
can.
Your mom makes the best frosting.
What'd you say about my mom?
Your mom's cake's so good.
So weird edit. I've been watching a lot of the Muppets lately, and on Disney Plus, about
sometimes it's time to face the music.
60% of the episodes have a thing at the beginning that's like, we want to apologize. What you're about to see has like racially insensitive things. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. Or no, it's wrong now, and it was wrong
It
then.
was funny then, but it's wrong now.
And so we want you to like know that we like are not into it. And like, if you want to learn more about like how that kind of stuff could hurt people, here's a link. Go to this website.
So that
it's,
video
like,
of
up
Alf
there
saying
for,
the N-word?
like, did we talk about this episode?
No, but I'm just mentioning it.
That's a reference from an outside conversation. But so they're but then the thing is up for like 15 seconds. It's a long time, so that you make sure you read it and know that Disney's like, oh, there's going to be a gorilla doing a Chinese accent.
That sounds hilarious.
And he's like got the top hat and the buck teeth. And he's,
Oh my gosh.
it's pretty, yeah.
Wow.
Because that was funny until like 10 years ago.
I mean, Rick still laughs at it, but he's an old soul.
I mean, it's funny because it's like a gorilla and he's like, whoa.
And sometimes he'll do it. The Asian voice is one that hung on for a little longer, I think, because Asians weren't seen as people. But it's like the even people in my family would kind of do it sometimes if they were, mimicking somebody, nail salon or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they would always start out the same way. Oh, they would always start out like that, which I don't think any Asian person does. But it's like, oh, it's like, what? Why do you start that way?
That's good. It's getting into character.
So whenever I hear that, I'm like, and then
There's this episode with James Coburn is the host, and he does like karate stuff for some reason, is a big part of it.
and he's like, oh,
I mean, James Coburn is like a tough guy, but I don't know why he's doing karate the whole time. Anyways, the last scene is like a samurai cowboy thing. It's funny. The Muppets are hilarious. But then for some reason, James Coburn in the middle of a song throws in like a whole thing in the middle of it.
What?
and Rick is still
He's
laughing.
cracking up.
But how different is that from like Morgan? Right? It's not that
I
different.
can't believe you did that voice.
Wow.
That's why they have it on most of the episodes.
Swedish Chef.
Most of the
Problematic. The
episodes.
most problematic Muppet.
And that
In
has
history.
been our favorite baked goods. So I think it's about time we get into round
Oh
one.
shit! I forgot what show we're on.
I like cinnamon rolls. Thanks for asking.
Thanks.
The whole time she's like, why aren't these assholes asking me?
Cinnamon Rolls is a really racist character in the show we're watching.
I like him actually.
I like that Vanessa is sitting there like, I'm not going to stop talking about racism.
It's one
So I
of the
can
Jeff Dunham Muppets. Cinnamon roll, the
Cinnamon
racist
roll.
Muppet.
I like some cinnamon rolls. It depends.
Oh, some cinnamon roll. Okay, moving on.
Leave
Making
that
fun
in.
of the impression.
Leave it in.
I'm making fun of the impression.
Leave it in. You be the judge there.
Indian official suspended after he drains a reservoir.
Rick, what do you got?
I don't have anything. You have it. I'm not white. You're whiter than me. You're half white. So
Well,
don't
Indians
start.
are Asian, right?
Oh,
Oh, so
yeah. Indian official. Is this still racist to do a completely wrong racist?
you can get away with it. You look like
I look like all the races,
That's the rule.
all mixed. If you look it, you can
Yeah.
can do it.
Believe me, kid. If you could look it, you can do it.
Indian official Indian official suspended.
Indian fish get all dried out. See, it's all about perspective.
After he drains a reservoir to retrieve his phone that he dropped while taking a selfie. Food inspector Rajesh Vishwas dropped his Samsung smartphone into Calcutta Dam. He asked local divers.
Wait, can we just like change it, the premise or the details of it so that we don't offend anybody? Could it be like
Sure.
What?
Food inspector name guy dropped his
what are you talking about?
Yeah, don't say brands.
nondescript smartphone in some dam.
Don't say damn.
In a darn.
In an unnamed darn.
In an unnamed darn.
Also, what's this story?
In a dart, in a dart, in a dart, in a dart, in an unnamed darn.
No. We've gone too far.
He took a chance.
Come on.
Vishwas first asked local divers
Get on with it.
to jump in to the local reservoir to find the device, claiming it contained sensitive government data. But after the initial efforts to retrieve it failed, he asked for the reservoir to be emptied using diesel pumps. More than two
Diesel pumps. Diesel
pumps. You out.
God.
More than 2 million. That's my Indian accent. More than 2 million liters of water
Swedish accent.
were pumped out, which is enough to irrigate at least 1,500 acres of land during their scorching summer. The smartphone was eventually retrieved, but wouldn't even start because it was waterlogged. So authorities later suspended him after he was widely criticized for wasting water resources. India is one of the most water-stressed countries, and extreme temperatures had led to severe water scarcity, causing crop losses, forest fires, and cuts to power.
Funny stuff.
Now, Rick, you won the last episode. Would you like to go first or
Oh,
last?
why don't I?
Okay.
2 million liters. 2 million liters of water is how much I had to flush the last time I had Indian food.
I'll go. It's also
2 million
They had to pump it out of you, actually.
yeah.
I was the size of a reservoir.
A reservoir.
That's what you look like.
Residual effects
It
of
wasn't a diesel pump, it was an arsehole pump.
diarrhea.
That was Rick's dehydration look. Blah.
It's also ironic that when the pumps went offline, there was no way he could call tech support.
There wasn't?
There wasn't. He didn't have a phone.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a
The doctor was a woman.
like a call center kind of joke. Works on 2 levels.
Yeah, that's why.
I'll go
That's
too.
why I wrote it.
I'll do one of mine.
Sorry.
Are you playing?
Yeah, I'll play this one.
Playing today?
Are you sure this is a wise idea, Rajesh? Trust me, guys. I'm a food inspector.
I'm not going to judge this guy until I confirm whether or not your Pokemon Go are saved in the cloud or something.
You know how expensive these phones can be. You can't just let money like that get flushed down the drain.
That's Indian officials for you. You know, one time Prime Minister Modi, he had 5 square miles of forest burned down so he could find his Ray-Bans.
I know they're around here somewhere. This incident has inspired the newest Bollywood blockbuster, Dried Up Reservoir Dogs.
That's a lot of difficult words. Bollywood blockbuster.
Bollywood Black Blue.
Lackluster. As a food inspector, my phone has sensitive government data, like what is food and how do you grow it? Well, without my phone to verify, I'm just going to hope the answer doesn't involve any of this water. Pump it out, boys!
You wasted 2 million liters of water to retrieve a broken phone. That tears it. You are not fired? We'll just suspend you, I guess.
Yeah.
Could have happened to anyone, really.
All right. Is that it for the jokes in round 1?
It is.
Okay, then we'll go to our judge for today, Miss Vanessa. How do you like the jokes? How do you not like the jokes? How do the points shake out?
Alrighty, so
I wish we had a camera on you because you look like you're at a judge's bench right now with that like thing button.
And that's a lovely robe, by the way.
thank you. I just powdered my wig today.
I thought you saw.
I just got it powdered. You do this and then powder
Lops off.
Thank goodness. I thought you saw a ghost.
So, Jeremiah got half a point for his darn. His tech support joke got a 0.5 because I think we're old and kept thinking like he could just use a landline.
Yeah.
You're flushing it down the drain is a point. What is food? Pump H2O is a point.
Pump H2O.
Yeah. And then Ricky for flush water joke. The first one, it's 1 point. I have to work the cameras and grade stuff.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go Cloud. Go iCloud. Anyways, is a point.
I didn't get that. I don't know over my
No,
head.
that he wanted to make sure he didn't lose his Pokemon.
That's
because he could like get
data.
him.
Yeah.
Needs to be retrieved.
Saved in the I don't know the cloud. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm old. I use a landline.
Dried up
understand it.
tongue twister was half a point.
Yeah, dried up tongue twister.
I give her the old dried up tongue twister.
She's into weird stuff.
No.
She likes a little
Ow.
sandpaper.
Like a cat's tongue.
She wants to be dry too.
Patty the Bell does not like it.
She called me 500 grits. Very fine.
Oh, guys.
Not many people can go deep on the sandpaper.
Yeah, I was going to keep going. She likes a wet sand.
Y'all are gross.
Sorry.
Y'all get half a point.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I did.
Ooh, you know I did.
Food, Bob's food inspector joke gets a point. His burn the forest for the Ray-Bans gets a point. And suspended is all I get. So that gets a point. So adding everything up.
Add 'em up.
Jeremiah has 4 points. Ricky has 3 points. And Bob has 3.5.
Oh, right.
There you have it.
Fun.
Close game going into round 2.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sustainable till death do us part, and 45 days beyond. Mushroom coffin, a last best wish for some. That's a lengthy title.
Yeah, I don't even know what you said.
I don't either. For those seeking to live in the most sustainable way, there now is an Afterlife 2. Also,
The sequel.
not Afterlife 2.
Fear.
Mushroom Boogaloo.
How about
It's Shroomaloo.
Electric Shroomaloo. A Dutch inventor.
that's my band.
Yeah. A Dutch inventor is now growing coffins by putting mycelium, the root structure of mushrooms, together with hemp fiber in a special mold that, in a week, turns into what could basically be compared to an unpainted Egyptian sarcophagus. And while traditional wooden coffins come from trees that can take decades to grow and years to break down in the soil, the mushroom version biodegrades and delivers the remains to nature in barely a month and a half. Bob Hendricks, the company's founder, had researched nature a great deal, especially mushrooms, he said. And I learned that
Yeah, man, I look at nature all the time.
Especially on mushrooms.
on mushrooms. And I learned that they are the biggest recyclers on the planet. So I thought, hey, why can we not be part of the cycle of life?
Yeah, bro.
And they decided to grow a mushroom-based coffin. And for those preferring cremation, there is also an urn they grow, which can be buried with a sapling sticking out. So when the urn is broken,
Excuse me, sir, your sapling's sticking out.
I can see your sapling. Oh, when the urn is broken down, the ashes can help give life to the tree. All right, am I first?
Nice. Yeah, why not?
Okay, let me just switch apps in a totally fluid, seamless transition.
With only describing my words, keeping me from figuring out what I'm doing.
Did you guys notice it?
You guys didn't notice, right? I don't really like the taste of mushrooms. I wonder if the feeling is mutual, and it hurts me that I won't be around to find out.
I'll go.
Ask not. No.
I'll go on this one. Sorry.
Waited till he
So excited to do it.
Yeah, I saw him like
Yeah, I've been getting ready.
licking his chops. My grandparents have their resting places right next to each other. My grandpa on one half of the pizza and my grandma on the other.
Put the pizza near her legs.
Well, they said it wasn't a calzone, and they buried your grandpa right on top of your grandpa.
Oh, no, that's indecent. I mean, they did like the fuck, but
The
they
same lot.
What's the dessert with the cream inside of it?
don't. Let me show you.
Cannoli.
Let me just bend over and I'll show you.
We buried our grandparents' cannoli style.
Holy.
Holy cannoli.
Filled up with cream.
So they got the coffin, and then they injected your grandparents in, put them in a piping bag, shot them out there.
Powdered dirt on top.
For sprinkled chocolate pieces.
Then you get a little bit of my grandpa's head sticking out.
That's the sapling.
your grandpa's.
Fuck you.
Alrighty, so ask not for who the baby bell tolls.
Cheese?
That's been Ricardo's joke that goes above everyone's head.
Ashes.
It's a famous quote about death. Ask not for who the bell tolls. Ask not for whom the baby bell tolls.
But Baby Bell meaning the...
Baby bell cheese. Isn't there
Right.
Baby bell cheese or something?
Yeah, but what...
What's that have to
Baby
do
Bell
with
cheese
mushrooms?
have to do with mushrooms and
No, there's Baby Bell mushrooms too.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Right? Aren't there?
I don't think so. You didn't do your research.
Yeah.
That's something we promote on the show. Do your own research.
I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
research right now. Baby Bell mushrooms.
Let's see. What do you got?
This is exciting.
Baby Bella.
Do your
try it again?
research.
So ask not for whom the baby Bella tolls.
Okay. Now I get it. That's a great
Baby
joke.
Bell. All right.
All right. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, fun guy to fun guy.
Oh, boy. This ain't good. My idea is still cheaper. Just bury me in a shallow grave with one of my arms sticking out with a thumbs up.
And, like the Terminator.
Grows into a big thumb tree.
Here lies Uncle Cyrus, a cosmic astronaut with a great sense of humor, laid to rest in the perfect way, encased in magic mushrooms. Perfect because we all know how silly Cy been.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
You really worked on that. Good for you.
Cyrus.
Molly Cyrus.
Uncle Billy.
We call him Cybin for short.
Billy Ray Cybin.
Now I'm interested.
That's where you take a mullet.
Fuck, I can see my achy breaky heart.
Don't tear it.
It's filled with cream. Jerry died of a drug overdose. His body was buried in a hemp and mushroom casket. 45 days later, Sarah died of a mushroom overdose.
Mushroom overdose.
So we're going to continue with this.
You can't overdose on mushrooms.
These mushrooms.
These mushrooms.
These mushrooms.
This
These
mushroom.
mushrooms.
Join us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Join us, Rick, as we say goodbye to our dear friend, Ricardo Leon. He continues on in death as he did in life, surrounded by hemp and mushrooms. Rest in peace.
Let's get a ding for that one. For our homies.
Yeah,
21 ding salute.
pour a ding out.
Pour a ding out.
Can see your ding out.
And your ding. That's cheap.
Fine.
And yeah, you do that a lot. You're always
What?
like, oh, you like drugs.
You do like drugs.
I don't like drugs.
It's okay to like drugs.
Podcast. We tried to get Uncle Cyrus in the mausoleum, but there wasn't mushroom in there.
This guy's fucked up on drugs.
Okay, that's all.
It takes
All
an
right.
open mind.
See, when you're high on drugs, your eyebrows will just go. Like,
Is that what happens to me all the time?
oh, definitely.
Oh, I'm always high.
You don't remember the PSA when they're like, if you do drugs, this will be what happens to your eyebrows.
These are your eyebrows on drugs. Any questions?
Then they take a frying pan and just smack themselves. with it.
It's an epidemic.
It's got to be the drugs that's making me like this. That'll do it for the jokes in round 2. So, Judge Vanessa, how do the points shake out?
Just a minute.
Sorry to bother you. Gentlemen,
So what's your favorite drug?
well, I usually go for the milder stuff. Not like
They don't
Ricky
have
likes
as
the
much
hard
sugar
stuff.
in 'em.
Yeah. I like Asian drugs.
Yeah.
Not as potent. Unless it's like for, erectile dysfunction, then it's really potent.
That is really potent.
It's like rhino horn and like,
Yeah. Turn your sapling into a trunk in no time.
exactly.
Rhino horn. I never thought of it as that's what your penis is. I thought they put rhino horn in it.
In your penis?
In the supplement or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like rhino horn, like you just like have this like big old shaft.
I counted the points. I counted the points.
Vanessa, hold on one second.
I need to math better.
This is what happens. This is your fault.
So
I need to math better. My English good.
So Jeremiah's mushroom feelings gets a point. Fun guy to fun guy joke gets a point, and mushroom OD gets a point. And then for Ricky, Shroomaloo, that
Your pet name?
Shmooba. Shmooba,
mushroom
shmoobaloo.
2.
Oh, the
Electric
Shroomaloo.
Shroomaloo. The Baby Bell got 0.
Nice
Cosmic
baby Bella.
Astronaut Magic Mushrooms got half a point. Mushroom Mausoleum was really good. I got a point. Pizza Papa was for Rob
His name
or
is John.
Pappy. Pizza Pappy.
Pizza Pappy.
Pizza Pappy is that was really good. And that's a point. Thumbs up. Hole through the grave was a point, and Ricky's eulogy was beautiful. That's half a point.
Well, I love him.
Yeah.
He loves drugs.
He meant so much.
So total, we should have Jeremiah with 3, which makes him at 7 points. Ricky with 2 points, like he added 2, so that's 5. And then Bob 2.5, you have 6. So Jeremiah 7, Ricky 5, and Bob 6.
All right.
All right. Woo! You guys ready?
Anyone's game.
Anyone's game.
Oh, there's another round? I thought that was the last one.
There's another round, dude. Maryland students prank school by listing it on Zillow as nice half-working jail. A group of high school seniors at Meade High School in Fort
Some
Meade,
real
Maryland.
bad eggs at the school.
Some real good for nothings. A group of high school seniors at Meade High School in Fort Meade, Maryland had fun pranking their high school last week by attempting to sell it on Zillow for $42,069. The listing was eventually removed, advertised a complimentary trash-scented air freshener and water issues.
Good one.
Students also referred to the school as a nice half-working jail and said all 15 bathrooms come with sewage issues, as well as dangerous unfinished sections that could cost you your life. Although the listing was a little insulting, the local public schools spokesperson Bob Mosier admits he found it funny. This is incredibly creative advertising, but we are stunned that the lister so vastly underestimated the value of this prime real estate with amazing amenities, he said.
Sorry, I've never been interviewed.
This is my first interview. Very excited. It was simply funny, he said. No one was hurt, no property was damaged, and everyone got a great laugh.
Square.
It was so.
Oh, did that come across? You guys noticed? Okay.
Well, generally, yeah.
All right, Bob, I think you're up first.
Oh, man, we pulled this epic prank, and then old man Moser was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. It was like, haha, got you, you old piece of shit. It's like, yeah, you guys are really creative. Stop complimenting us. You're ruining it.
No more teachers, no more books, no more hardwood floors and kitchen nooks.
I like this.
I thought I was going to rewrite that, and I didn't.
Then I realized it was perfect.
And you guys would weep in adoration of that joke. Zillow says the whole school costs $42,000, or you could rent one classroom for $3,000 a month. Oh, come on. The rent is too damn high.
I think I speak for others who have been looking for a house in recent years and forget what they were going to say.
Thank you for speaking.
If you come across a half-working jail with sewage issues for $42,000, that's going in the favorites. You got to check it out.
You know,
Reluctance.
you know, yeah. I just got, okay, this is a joke I'm going to have to do.
I'm Ricardo Leone. If you're watching this.
You know why students always do real estate pranks? Because they're plot for teacher.
Okay. The plot for teacher. I'm real plot right now.
Oh, God.
And also a prank is kind of a plot.
Yeah.
But also real estate things that can be sold are kind of plots too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're referred to as kind of plots.
Kind of plots. You got partial plots and kind of plots. Did you guys also get that flyer in the mail? Yeah, a sex offender bought and moved into that school down the road. Well, at least the community is aware.
Joke's on him, there's sewage issues.
I'll give you a flyer in the mail.
Oh. What does that mean?
You don't even want to know, man.
Check your man, find out.
Dick pics in the mail.
That's just a flyer.
It's a flyer. It's got a stamp on
It's
it.
like on pink paper.
It's got pre-printed like to my neighbor, to my local neighbors.
You just put a little thumbs down sticker on it and then send it
I send it
back to sender.
It's just a postcard with a picture of a thumb.
Maybe it's a generational thing, but when I was in high school, if you pulled a prank, something's going in a butt. Generational.
Schools on the market. Schools not gonna make a profit.
And then
School
And then
got so many outlets.
I don't think I know.
School has
more lyrics.
I don't think I know how the other part of that song goes.
no more teachers.
Oh, okay. I do know. Sorry.
But it's pretty simple.
tell a
I know.
lie.
I was trying to think like, then what does it do?
Well, we
No,
got
it's mostly
no,
just-
we got
Oh, yeah.
no class,
Yeah.
and we got no poise. Something like that.
Okay, I don't know it then.
All right.
That's a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a pretty diverse song. And Alex Cooper.
Oh, Alex Cooper.
Old Alex Cooper.
My favorite.
My mom used to be his banker, and I was like, Mom, ask him to come on 1, 2, 3 jokes. Wouldn't that be great? And we can go, we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
We're not very aware of your Music.
Yeah. Welcome our special guest, Alexander Cooper.
Now you prefer Alex though, right?
Yeah.
You played the Fonz, right?
Now, what's it like to be a Kiss? Jeremy, do you have
Yeah,
one
I got
more?
one
You know,
more.
he famously played Klinger on MASH.
Now, Alex Cooper, you're Chuck
So we're
Berry,
aware.
right?
Have we done that before?
What did you
I
say?
think that's a thing that you've done before.
What's
I
that?
missed it. I'll just listen to the replay.
Yeah, listen to the show.
I'll just listen to the show later.
Don't pay attention now. Just
Okay, so this one's only 42,000. Yeah, but how are the local schools? Well, it says the high school is only 0.0 miles away.
That's cute. All right, that's it for the jokes. Miss Vanessa, who is our winner for this episode?
All right, so we have
She had to put her readers on.
Jeremiah said, $3,000 a month. That's a very relevant millennial joke, so that's a point. Sex offender, male bought school. That's a point. School distance, 0.0. That's a point. I thought they were all like pretty solid. Ricky, I put sing song for the first one.
sing song?
What was the first
Because
one?
he sang a song, and I was like, he's like, sing song.
Not
Like-
another. Do we have to put a warning at the
that's-
beginning of this episode? Sing song.
That's your racist Asian character.
It was,
Thank you for saying that.
I have to write things quick, so I'm not, he was singing a song, and it was about blah, blah, blah. So sing song.
I truly don't remember what it
Sing
was.
song. The
I
gorilla
think
came out and did a
You
little
had
twirl.
a couple songs.
Yeah, you had
did
a couple songs.
Yeah.
So that was a point. Plot for teacher, that was half a point. But schools on the market, that was a solid point. That was a really good one. And you kept going after they kept like egging you on, which was I know hard. And so
Like a champ.
yeah. So Bob's good man Mosier joke was good. I liked it. The
Old
first
Man
one.
Mosier?
Old man Mosier.
The good man.
Good man Mosier.
Well, he was a good
Bob,
man
good
for
man
like
Mosier.
supporting the kids and stuff.
Oh,
and
there's
like,
that fucking upstanding guy. Let's fucking get him.
he's supporting the kids' creativity, that asshole.
Hey, Mr. Perfect, we don't like your kind around here.
I like that the kids are all mad that he's agreeable to it, and then he's like, "No, you guys did a really great job. Your creativity showed through." And they're like, "God damn it, you're a good man."
I actually considered that. So I considered continuing on and then them like breaking down. It's like, we appreciate everything you've done for us.
We're gonna miss it here.
But that's exactly what I was
Best times of our life.
Break out into To Sir with Love.
No.
And then they break out into To Sir with Love.
Bob, your second joke, it has bad sewage, but you'll put it on your favorites because it's super cheap. That was a good one too. You see, got a point for that. And the last one I put prank butt.
There's a prank butt Mosier over there.
I got a point. So that
Don't
means-
speak of him that way. He's a good man.
Well, just talk to me for a little bit. You'll wear me down and I'll admit it.
No, but guys, he has a prank butt.
Wait, we're being pranked? Oh, shit. This guy's a legend.
He's got two butt cheeks made of whoopee cushions.
I love you, Mr. Moser. You're the best.
You are the greatest man.
All this time you were teaching us.
It looks like the teacher has become the teacher.
I just think back to what Mr. Mosier said. Changed my life. And he changed his shorts.
Guys, is that the greatest riff of all time? I think it just might be.
Well, we have one person to thank for that. But Miss Vanessa, we still need judgment.
Right. So that leaves Jeremiah with 10 points, Ricky with 7.5, and Bob with 9. But everyone gets an extra point for Mr. Mosier because, come on. He's such a great man. So.
Tap that bell.
So Jeremiah is the winner.
I would like to thank Mr. Mosier. Good man, Mosier.
You got to thank Mr. Mosier.
Yeah, tap that bell for me. There we go. That one's for you, Mosier. Good man. All right. Well,
this guy was at our high school. He was a teacher there.
Yeah.
What?
He was at everyone's
Good
school.
man, Mosier.
It's like he's with
It rings
us.
a bell. It rings a bell. Thank you. Sorry, no.
Rings a bell.
Bella.
It rings a bell.
It rings a bell. That's a
This
beautiful
is
name.
my daughter. Rings a bell.
Can't remember her name.
Ironic.
This is her sister. What's her name?
And the brother, they sounds alike.
Oh, have you met my wife? You there?
And our puppy, what's it?
We all come from the small town called the tip of my tongue.
Is that the greatest riff we've ever done?
Oh, my face hurts.
All right. Does anyone have any burning questions?
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you. Has anyone here ever catfished a dolphin? Burning questions.
Would you do the coffin, mushroom coffin?
Absolutely.
I would do that.
I would
Yeah.
want to, yeah.
I would
I've
want
always
to.
said that I wanted to, and I want it to be made of magic mushrooms so that people will take it and trip on me. Like,
See,
why do they want them to leave my
Yeah.
body in the middle of the room and trip on me? But no,
Oh, someone left a sapling on the ground.
So like the mushroom, my spirit goes into the mushroom, and then when they take me, I can see them in their trip. Like, oh, hey, your
you
face
see
is
'em in
bro.
You're just like along for the trip on their trip.
That's cool.
Whoa. That's crazy.
I would do it, but I think we have to not be embalmed, because doesn't the embalming make us
Yeah.
last like 100
that's-
years?
That's fine.
Yeah, embalming is really weird.
I am I want as little done as possible. I want it to be the most eco-friendly way to dispose of my body as possible. So like,
Did you-
feed it to sharks? I don't know what the fuck, but
Yeah.
just, I don't need any of that. I'm dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you can throw me into something or chop me up and feed me to something, perfect. Use me as mulch. I don't care.
What about you, babe? Last will and testament.
I'd be fine doing that. Like, I think that's awesome. And
Probably the best way. I think.
yeah, all that like you said, all that pomp and circumstance and all the dressing up. It's nice for closure for the living,
Sure.
but I don't care anymore.
But what
after I'm
is
dead.
this like human desire to like preserve your body? Like, you think you're coming back? But also, if you came back, you would be like
Gross.
in this like embalmed body. Like,
I did it. Give me a kiss.
They're like, I need scissors to sew your
God.
eyes back open.
Yeah.
Oil can. What I missed? Oh boy.
I like Ricky's idea though. I
Yeah.
would like to be magic mushrooms.
And that's my favorite racist Muppet.
It's me. I'm back from the dead. I came from a time when I was buried, when it was okay to be racist.
Oh, I long for those days.
Now for my performance.
Putting on the Ritz.
Does anybody have shoe polish? Yeah, but this mushroom hemp thing.
Yeah.
that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
too.
sounds good to me too. We're agreed. Bury the show in
Hands in the
mushroom and hemp.
whoa!
All right.
This video plays of us on a loop
Every time a
on
bell
our-
rings.
on our what do you call that, tombstone?
Every
Here's
time
a burning question. What do you want on your tombstone?
Once
Grandma
I'm a
and
grandpa.
Did you know they embalm you even when they cremate you?
well, they have to do that for a ceremony because usually a ceremony is like a viewing is like a week or two
Right.
out.
But yeah, but
Without embalming, you wouldn't even last that long.
right.
That's what
But
freezers are
even-
for, though.
That's what my freezer is for.
No, yeah.
I mean,
But when they burn you up, they still embalm you before they do that. They drain you of all your liquids and they fill you up with like
well, what's
preserving
the reason
things.
for
I don't know. I don't know
I
if that's
feel
true.
with like
It is true.
newspapers.
I took this
Kindling.
Yeah, kindling.
I took this death and dying class in college.
Teach you how to do it.
They teach you how to do it. But it was just all about like death, like the psychology around death, like things around death. And we went to a morgue. So I learned all this stuff. So we went to a morgue and there was this cadaver there and it was kind of weird. And they, just had like the chest open because it's like a learning thing. So they just kind of like take the chest plate off like that. And, but then there's this lady in there and she had a towel over her face. And I was like, why does she have the towel over her face? And they're like, oh, well, doesn't really need it, but and they took the towel off and
she
her
was so
eyeballs
ugly.
were like
Yeah.
bulging out and her face was all like,
Did they
Cool.
explain why?
because it had for whatever reason, it had like,
Started to.
yeah. It starts
she was
to just-
hulking out.
Oh, like her. That's
Because I guess they probably didn't sew her lips. That's why they sew your eyelids
Yeah.
and your lips together because it'll do that.
I've seen one dead body, my grandmother, but I've only been to one funeral. So I'm not really exposed to. I don't have a lot of family. I'm a very lonely person. But like my grandmother's the only death in the family that I've ever really experienced. So I've only ever seen, and it's weird. It's really surreal. It's not something that I am used to.
Yeah.
Because like I would have friends who's like they were going to funerals left and right. Like this old aunt, this old grandparent, this old cousin, whatever. And I was just like, man, why?
We have a mutual friend that's dead. My first girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
But you didn't go to.
dead.
You didn't go to her
I
funeral.
didn't go to
Right.
a funeral. But that's a person that's dead.
These are people who have
but
died.
This is getting a little weird.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? That wasn't.
Well,
The Muppets.
we were being funny. I don't know what happened.
Oh damn! A show with so many great record-breaking riffs.
I know. And this is how it ends.
But everything must die. So,
Everything that goes up must come down.
anyways, thank you all for listening, watching the video. If you haven't seen the videos, please check them out. So funny, lots of extra little visual jokes. For only $3 a month, you can help us out on Patreon, support the show. You get access to our past catalog of episodes. Only the recent 25 are available for free, and
There's
there's
extra in there right now because I haven't.
yeah,
but-
this show takes a lot of our time, and still yet
my
we
time.
need to put more time into it, which is why we still owe you some bonus content, but that will be coming hopefully soon.
If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for new episodes when they come out. Do all the things, like, share, subscribe. All these things really do help us out, so please do that.
Yeah,
and
and-
give us money. That helps us out the most because I have a child and a mortgage. So
Big thanks to Miss Vanessa helping us out on production.
You're welcome.
yes, thank you.
Thank you. Good work.
Good job. Good job.
I'll be on my way. Here's my card.
I'll send you a bill.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we need
It's
more
a dick
money. More money, please.
And thank you, Ringsabella, for being so cute. Oh,
Whatever your name is.
Ringsabella.
I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leon.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Miss Vanessa.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3
Jokes!